Let's talk about Earth people. Earth people are people with cold minds. Even in childhood, they have a heightened sense of ownership and are not willing to share their toys. However, parents often call them greedy egoists and force them to give their favorite car or Lego set to another child, thus breaking their earthly nature. Little Earth is an individualist with a personal opinion that must be respected, and if it is not respected, if they are forced to do something against their own opinion anyway, they will grow up to be a skilled manipulator, a child, and then an adult who learns how to manipulate to get what they want. And earthly people are very jealous of what they extend their interest to. It may be a car, an apartment, a job, a wife, children, and so on. And so they tend to control it, to keep a hand on the pulse and not let outsiders in, let alone share information with anyone, even about it. They have reserved nature. You won't see them sharing their lives on Instagram. Stability, reliability, and predictability are important to them. They always think about the consequences, easily calculating if things are worth it. And if they don't see any sense or value in a certain action for themselves personally, they won't even lift a finger or spend any of their resources, be it time, energy, money, or anything else. As follows, they can go their own way without flaunting it. They can have their own way, which may be contrary to the crowd, against the crowd, but they will not even show it. In fact, they will do everything in such smart way that no one will notice. They perceive life materially, so they always touch something with their hands. It is important for them to touch. They perceive the world through their hands. In particular, they believe only in facts, only in evidence, and enjoy standing quietly away from this fiery hustle and bustle, minding their own business, their own lives. They are the best traditional businessmen because they are very conservative, no reckless risks. They calculate everything, analyze everything, and they use only reliable schemes and plans. The earth is rational, as we have learned. Therefore, unlike fire or water, they rarely express their emotions openly, considering it a sign of weakness. They appear dry, and despite having a storm inside, they maintain their face. Nonetheless, the earth has a healthy love for itself. It is on the verge of selfishness, but it is not selfish when living its nature. They are able to attract those around it because a person who loves and appreciates themselves becomes a magnet of attraction, charming and attractive to all others, just as the earth attracts us all with its gravity. So do earth people when such realized earth person loves and appreciates itself. So earth people accumulate and conserve resources in their lives. Their primary law for them is the law of conservation. For that reason, they will never waste their resources, as we said, on something useless. Let's summarize and go over the traits. So remember, the earth is a rationalist and a strategist. It doesn't rely on emotions and feelings. It strives to analyze and act on a kind of calculus of reasonableness. Moving on, the earth is inert. Now, what does that mean? Well, if you look at nature, the earth is quite stable and does not move anywhere, standing for years, centuries. Let's say it is difficult to move a rock, but if a stone falls down, it can injure someone very badly due to inertia, but it will stop and remain in a state of rest at the end. The earth does not seek to alter the world around it. A rock just exists. It is what it is. Another quality of earth is that it is hard, firm, straightforward, because earth people, well, frankly speaking, only care about concrete results, specificity, and clarity. That is why they try to achieve their life goals in a direct way, sweeping away all obstacles along the way and not taking other people's interests into consideration. They are not particularly interested in other people's interests, especially if this earth is not in its positive state. This kind of negative earth can be a tyrant. As we said before, the earth's character is rather dry and hard. Now, in order to get them to initiate an action, the earth person's primary condition for action is personal benefit. If the earth person sees personal benefit, they will start doing the deed. If they do not see it, no matter how hard you try, they will not do anything. Decisions. The earth makes the decision based on the calculation. They say, I've understood that it benefits me, therefore I'm going to do it. It's in my personal interest, not necessarily financially, just I need it for some reason.
As for the motives, it's important for them to use something practically. Let's take flowers as an example.
Earthly women can often say, there's no point in these bouquets, they'll wither away. It's better to buy fruit that you can at least eat. I have heard this so many times from earthly women. Well, especially from those who are more focused on the practical side rather than on their charm and their self-love, because that self-love is very important to the earth. Earth's approximate role is that of an expert and a judge, because they give advice and they specialize in many things and they can build these chains of cause and effect. They are strategists and are very good at calculating consequences. The earth focuses on necessity, as we have said. They focus on meaning and choose quality, reliability, predictability, and risk avoidance. It is not rare to hear from the earth that they need to be paid on time at work. They need to have everything in order, everything in its place, a stable, predictable environment. They don't need chaos and mess at all. Now the pace has to be optimal so that they don't stress out. Keep in mind the earth can adjust to the pace, but the pace is still measured.
And it is perfectly optimal to make sure that there is no stress.
Speaking of type, earth people are individualists. They are on their own and distant. Some people are commanding and competitive in nature, but that is not earth. These people are on their own. They better hire someone and use them
in their own interest. Of course, it can be mutually beneficial, a win-win situation.
Please don't jump to a conclusion accusing them of selfishness. Sure, when the earth is in a negative state, they are terribly selfish, greedy, and generally a miser and a tyrant. But in a positive state, they are completely different. They create, they are fertile, and everything around them blossoms.
In particular, the people around them get very good materialistic results.
So in the following modules, you will learn how the earth manifests itself when it is not your main element. For example, when you are not an earth person, but it is the second, third, or fourth element in your PE set. How to manifest your earth if you are the earth and not to become selfish, how to be in your positive state. Also, the vital earth's needs in the family, at work, and in communication. The earth's compatibility with the other primary elements, but as you've already noticed, it might be quite complicated at times. Ideal occupations for the earth types, the earth time management, how to achieve goals and not get overworked, because the earth can get overworked a lot. And you'll learn the earthly strategy of prosperity in life, how to do less but gain more.